Imagine a country so peaceful it forgot how to fight, yet shaped entirely by warriors. A nation so modern it leads the world in innovation, yet stubbornly refuses to abandon thousand-year-old rituals. Welcome to Sweden, fifth largest country in Europe, 10.6 million people. That is fewer residents than Los Angeles County, spread across a landscape of 63,000 lakes, ancient forests, and coastlines that stretch nearly 8,000 kilometers. And somehow, from this quiet, frozen corner of the earth, came IKEA, Spotify, Volvo, and Minecraft. Global empires built by people who genuinely believe that standing out is slightly embarrassing. Because beneath Sweden's flawless exterior lives an unspoken national philosophy, Janteloven, the law of Janti, an invisible social contract that whispers, "You are not better than anyone else." Nobody announces it. Nobody teaches it in school. Yet every Swede feels it, breathes it, lives it daily. This paradox, extreme excellence wrapped in deliberate humility, is the foundation of everything you are about to witness. Before we go any deeper into this paradox, I need to know something. Where in the world are you watching this from right now? Because people from over 80 countries tune into this channel every single week, and I genuinely want to know where you are. Drop your country in the comments right now. And if you are new here and this already has your attention, the subscribe button is right there. Because what we are about to show you next will completely change how you see this country. Prepare yourself. Not for the cold, for the silence. Sweden is one of the most socially reserved cultures on earth. Not rude, not cold-hearted, reserved. There is a profound difference, and most visitors never understand it until something small, almost invisible, breaks them open. A journalist once spent 6 weeks embedded with a Swedish research team in Gothenburg. Professional, warm, collaborative colleagues. 6 weeks in over coffee, she casually asked her closest colleague, "So where did you grow up?" He paused, visibly uncomfortable, not because the question was offensive, because it felt intrusive. That pause has a name here. Swedes call it lagom, the art of just enough. Not too much warmth, not too much distance. Perfectly, deliberately calibrated. And then there is fika. Twice daily, everything stops. Offices, construction sites, hospitals. Sweden collectively pauses for coffee and a cinnamon roll. Fika is not a coffee break. It is a sacred social ritual, the one moment where the silence softens, where colleagues become humans, where strangers occasionally speak. A country that barely speaks to you somehow built an entire cultural institution around sitting together quietly. That is Sweden's first beautiful contradiction. Sweden is famous for its beautiful women. Tall, effortlessly stylish, confident in a way that feels almost architectural. But here is what most people misunderstand entirely. What makes Swedish women genuinely unforgettable has nothing to do with appearance. It is the mindset. Swedish women consistently rank among the world's highest in education, career leadership, and financial independence. Sweden has maintained gender-equal parental leave policies for decades. Both parents receive equal time, equal entitlement, zero stigma. So when you visit Sweden and attempt the flashy compliment, the dramatic gesture, the performative charm, understand this, it will not land. Splitting bills is completely normal here. Directness is not rudeness, it is respect. Eye contact means attention, not aggression. The unspoken rule of interacting with Swedish culture, Meet people exactly as they are. No performance necessary. Authenticity is the only currency that actually spends here. Sweden has a garbage problem. Specifically, it does not have enough. The country's waste-to-energy system is so extraordinarily efficient that Sweden literally imports trash from neighboring nations, Norway, the United Kingdom, Italy, to keep its energy plants operational. Sweden recycles or converts to energy approximately 99% of its household waste. 1% reaches landfill. Read that again. 1%. The logistical infrastructure behind this achievement is staggering. Color-coded underground vacuum systems beneath Stockholm streets, recycling stations within 300 meters of every residential building by law, and a cultural expectation of sorting waste that begins in kindergarten. Here is the twist. Those countries pay Sweden to remove their garbage. Sweden generates electricity from it and sells the heat back to cities. Trash became a national export. But even this miracle has shadows. In 2024, independent investigators uncovered evidence of falsified recycling data in several municipal contracts. The Utopia, quietly, running a small accounting problem underneath its perfect surface. Let us begin somewhere familiar. Swedish meatballs, köttbullar, served with lingonberry jam and creamy gravy. Comfort foods so universally beloved that IKEA sells them across 52 countries. Safe, warm, approachable. Now step slightly further. Surströmming, fermented Baltic herring, canned for months until the internal pressure physically bulges the tin. Scientists have measured its odor compounds and confirmed it produces one of the most pungent smells of any food on earth. Swedish law in many apartment buildings prohibits opening a can indoors. Neighbors have reported each other to building management over surströmming violations. Yet every August, families gather in northern Sweden for surströmming skiva, the fermented herring party, eating it together outside, laughing at first-timers' reactions, celebrating something their ancestors preserved through long, brutal winters. And then comes midsummer. Swedes erect a giant phallic pole decorated with flowers, dance around it like frogs, and drink schnapps in fields at midnight while the sun refuses to set. Sweden contains multitudes. In Gothenburg, there exists a museum unlike anything else on Earth. The Museum of World Culture houses artifacts specifically chosen to disorient visitors. Objects that challenge every assumption about normalcy, beauty, and disgust. Walking its halls confronts you with three realities simultaneously. A Tibetan bowl carved from a human skull, used in sacred ritual. A Victorian-era chastity device displayed beside medieval medical instruments. A collection of global fertility objects spanning 6 continents, presented without irony. The museum's mission: make the familiar strange and the strange familiar. Sweden built an institution to question what we call normal, recognizing that civilization is thin and the strange is just unfamiliar. Would you walk through it? Be honest, yes or no. We're halfway through this documentary, and what comes next gets uncomfortable. The costs, the cracks, the side of Sweden rarely shown. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Since the 1950s, Swedish kids have followed Nordic's godis, eating sweets only on Saturdays, a habit rooted in a dental study. It's stuck, and candy sales still peak every weekend. Another unique right, allemansrätten, the freedom to roam, walk, camp, and forage even on private land, as long as it's respected. Contrary to myths, Swedes do value boundaries. They simply separate shared nature from strictly protected personal space. Sweden ranks among the world's happiest nations. Parents get up to 480 days of paid leave. Childcare costs are capped, and healthcare, education, and elder care are state-supported. From the outside, it looks like life's biggest worries are solved. But cracks exist. Gang violence has risen in some cities like Malmö, challenging a society not used to visible conflict. The utopia is real, and so are its flaws. It also comes at a price: high taxes, expensive living, and steep rents. Yet financial anxiety remains low. The trade-off isn't just cost, it's lifelong security. So the question is simple: keep more money now, or trade some for peace of mind. To understand Sweden, step outside the systems. At midsummer, when the sky barely darkens, people gather by lakes, swim in cold water, and sit in quiet together. This is for Lufsliv, nature not as escape, but identity. Sweden's final secret isn't policy. It's a quiet awareness that beneath everything lies forest, water, sky, and people who return to it. If this sparks something, curiosity, wonder, stick around. We explore places and the truths beneath them. Subscribe, the next one might be about you.